we're back with Gun.Smoke. Here's how this is gonna go. Okay? Here's how this is gonna go. We're gonna lay this out right now. I'm gonna make it deeply understood how this is going to operate, because this game's hard. So last stream, I was talking about a YouTuber that I like very, very, very much, that I would recommend to everybody here. I think that they are a very unique content creator. They took a long break. They just released their first video in a long while, a couple of months ago, or a couple weeks ago. And they're called Shmup Junkie, a creator that I like a lot. And I was talking about them, and Bjorkenfork asked on Discord, hey, who was that creator you were talking about during Gun.Smoke? I want to check him out. And I said, oh yeah, Shmup Junkie. And so I went to Shmup Junkie's account, and I went to go look if they ever reviewed Gun.Smoke. And they have. As part of their Capcom Arcade Second Stadium full review. Now, this is an account, this is a page that is dedicated to deep, deep, deep dives into tons of shooting games. So every Sega Saturn shoot 'em up, every Super Nintendo shoot 'em up, hard NES games we can't stop playing, the best run-and guns you've never played, best 16-bit shoot-'em-ups, 15 blah, 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 okay? They did, so they love shooting games more than anything. It's their whole bread and butter. What's up, Tracker? What's up, Björk? And so I looked for Gun.Smoke, and I found it. I want you guys to just watch what he says about Gun.Smoke before we continue playing.
I was really looking forward to playing Gun.Smoke after growing up with the NES port and loving it as a kid, so it pains me to say that we have a bit of a legendary wings on our hands. If you watched my original Arcade Stadium 1 review, you'll know that game kinda threw me for a loop. Not only was the original on the collection insanely hard, but it didn't live up to what I felt was the superior NES game.
Do you see what I mean by his very unique
by being
speaking
so
style?
Damn hard, it's difficult to enjoy, at least on the default setting. How hard is it? Let's say you could try to clear Dodonpachi afterward, to calm your nerves. Gun.Smoke isn't just hard, but it's hard in the most unfriendly ways that don't make you want to keep playing. You'd think that the ability to fire left, forward, right, and even split shot would make it easy to cover the screen, but you'd be mistaken, as you can't fire behind you, which the game chooses to exploit cheaply and constantly, with super fast enemies that regularly appear in areas that you can't reach, and then proceed to follow you around while spewing bullets from behind, almost buzzing like flies, and collecting until there's just too many. Failing to route a level results in being completely overwhelmed.
Anyway, basically all of that to say, I feel vindicated because I have had a very difficult time with this game. It's clear, it's documented, it's in the VODs. It feels very good that somebody who plays shooting games for their content career, like somebody that has made videos about every single platform in their entire shooter library, is saying things like playing Dodonpachi afterwards to calm your nerves. It makes me feel like, okay, all right. I'm in good company. So, what I'm not saying is that I'm not enjoying it. I am enjoying it. It's just so hard. It's to a point of like relative, I don't want to say impossibility, but it is certainly not something that we will be getting done with anytime soon. So, I have a little bit of a contingency plan. I have a little bit of a contingency plan because we've been here, we've learned, we're here, we're having a good time. In 1988, 3 years after the original Gun.Smoke released in arcades, they released a full port on the NES. That full port is very, very lovingly remembered by fans of the NES and fans of shooting games. In fact, when I said that this game was on the list, John Coffey Jr. was like, oh, hell yeah, Gun.Smoke. That game has awesome music. Oh, never mind. I was talking about the NES version. The NES version has awesome music. You should check it out. If things get too insane, right? We may pull a NES pivot as a way to experience Gun.Smoke in full, but not be beholden to clearing all 10 stages of the arcade version, which frankly is very overwhelming. What happened? Oh, the horse ran into the damn barrel, man. If the horse touches the barrel, it counts as an instance of damage, and I didn't get the POW. I didn't get the damn POW. Yugo Tamiya did a great job with the NES version. I'm excited to check it out. I played it for like a minute just to make sure it ran right earlier this afternoon, and it does. It runs really well. This looks way, way harder. I think it is. The shooting pad in the bottom left is so cool. Thank you. Yeah. I used the monitor, the camera that we used for like cracking packs and stuff down here. Oh, Axel. There is a new channel point reward. If you want to check your roll credits, you can pull a cat pack. I don't think you've been here for a cat pack being pulled. That goes for anybody. It should be live. Is it live or is it not up? It is there. Okay. Cool. What do we got, Axel? Hedwig from Misericord. Nice. It is a cool card. Especially because, like, Hedwig isn't a character you think of with a face. And so having it, like, reflected in the sword looks so sick. Yeah, so you can see the card that you pulled, and then Axel, if you type in !collection, you can then see how many cards you've collected and how many pulls you've actually pulled. Yeah, there you go. How cool is that? Yo, what's up, Franco? Franco, I announced what the Season 1 visual novel is going to be. The Sunday story for Season 1. We'll talk more about it later. I just did a soft little announcement. It's in the Discord, in the channel, if you want to see the thread that just opened up. I think you'll be excited to see it. How do I see what's been follow-up pledged? In the About tabs for the channel, there is like a click here to see the current follow-up pledge list. So let me give you a little bit more context, Franco, now that you've seen it. For those that haven't seen it, the story time game for this summer, for Season 1, is Higurashi Chapter 1. Now, there's 2 reasons for this. Yesterday was the 23rd anniversary of Chapter 1 of Higurashi. Yeah, literally yesterday. And so the reason why it's on the list is threefold. One, I was walking yesterday and the cicadas were lovely outside. The sound of the cicadas in the air was so nice. And I said, this reminds me of like the little bit, I actually watched a little bit of the Higurashi anime. And I was like, oh, this kind of reminds me of Higurashi. And then I looked it up and I saw that it was celebrating its 23rd anniversary that day, okay? And then I realized that now is a really good time contextually to play it because of the new Silent Hill. So it's like all the stars kind of aligned. Which comes out at the end of September. So I don't think we'll start it this Sunday. Well, we might. We might. Holy fuck. Good. Oh, man. 10 for Radical Dreamers, Axel. That's a fun pick. Okay, I got you. Hang on, I can pause right after this. Thank you, Tracker. Thank you. I had to lock in. Okay, let me do that right now. Radical Dreamers is a very fun pick. Hang on. Backlogged. You did spell out the full name, and it looks great. Follow-up pledges. Let me go Radical Dreamers, La Tresor Interdit. 10 total. And then let me drag it up here. I think it's going to be like here. Yes. And then let me go into the roll credit vault. And let me grab 10 of your roll credits. Actually, you are at 26 roll credits. Some Italian stank on the French words. It is French words. Minky Moo always gets Minky Moo did a semester abroad in France. Minky Moo speaks like semi-fluent French. Like she could go to France and do all right for herself. And I just sit in the living room sometimes and I just go like, and she gets so mad, like furiously mad. Like anytime there's like French on screen, I'm like, Gun.Smoke, go, instructions, use buttons to control your shots. And she like, more than anything else I do in my life, it's the thing that makes her the most upset. Like, period. In my entire life. I've been with her for 6.5 years, and it's like the number one thing that pisses her off. It does. It gives her a full-blown gives her the ick. Absolutely does. Malvin de Mayer. And how long into the relationship do you wait to bust that out? I think I just kicked it off like maybe 3 months ago. I forget what started it. I forget what it was. I was reading something and it just, from that moment on, it's just been off to the races. It was very recently. Axel, Radical Dreamers, La Tresor Interdit is on the list with 10 total. Look at this list, man. Armored Core 3 for a moment bumped over into second place, and then Alpha went and put Resident Evil with 5 so that it's 1 and 2. It's a tough battle up here. Might and Magic 2 in 4th place with 16 total. And, a bunch of games down here. A lot of cool stuff, man. A lot of cool stuff. Always think about it, the follow-up pledges. I'm going to... Actually, let me do this right now. Add. Pledge. Command. Pledge. Actions. Add. Under channel point. Pledge. Trigger. Command. Pledge. Twitch. Chat. Reply to message. Pledge your roll credits toward your favorite follow-up. Top 2 get added to each new season. Pledge here. I'll fix the wording on that later, but it's on the books now. All right, here we go. Stage 3. So yeah, some mild housekeeping done in the Discord. I established everything, I implemented everything, and then realized how much I disliked the forum structure that Discord has. And so I kind of gutted it all and restarted. That's so stupid, man. This game's a fuck show. It's so hard. It's so hard. But we made it to stage 5. I think we can do it again. Too many guys. Listen, Polycubic, it's so hard. Like AVGN playing this game. And what's that fucking bull doing there? Oh, I know what that bull's doing there. He made the whole game out of his asshole. Stage 3. You get to stage 3. If you can even make it past stage 3, you make it to one bull sitting in the middle of the field. What the fuck is one bull sitting in the middle of the field gonna do? It doesn't do shit. Oh wait, I know exactly what it does. It made the whole fucking game right from its asshole. 'Cause this is a fucking cow pie of a game. Did you see the bull I was talking about? God! I do want to talk a little bit about arcade game design, because we talked about it a little bit in the last stream, but I want to talk about it because I want to step away from, the obvious difficulty criticism and talk about something maybe a little bit more interesting about how it applies to why this game feels the way it does. There is a psychological consideration being made when the game has, and I didn't realize this until about 5 hours in, when the game has a 10-second countdown screen that says continue, you go, oh yeah, I want to continue. When you continue the game from this point, it spits you at a checkpoint, okay? If you look at the bottom of the screen, I don't have any of my upgrades. On the yellow screen on the left-hand side, you can see that the upgrades allow you to walk faster, shoot farther, and shoot quicker. When you continue the game, you don't have any of those. And so, yes, you know, purely like malicious compliance, it's like, yeah, we're letting you continue, but it's not functionally reasonable for you to make any progress with no ability to like protect yourself or be able to even move at all. And so there's this really interesting psychological effect going on when you're playing this damn game, because you go like, okay, yeah, I'll continue. Give me one more shot. But the game is like exponentially harder without the upgrades that you get from the beginning of the game. And so it's evil is what it is. Because you will most likely be able to get where you need to go faster by starting from the beginning. What's wrong, Percy? But, you know, your brain goes like, I got this far. Let me just let me continue. And so if you're thinking about this in like an arcade, you're wasting these quarters because you're like, oh, come on, I already got this far. I just messed up to one guy. Just let me keep going from where I was. And then it's just, you're trapped. You're in the loop of like, I already did this before, so I can do it. So I'll just continue and I'll get there again. It'll be easy. But it's a lie. It's a smoke screen. It's a smoke screen of progress. Which is to say, you can do it. We have done it. But think about each and every continue that I'm triggering. It's another quarter or two. You know? It's a Gun.Smoke screen. Classic Gradius effect. Well, I mean, we beat Gradius. The difference between Gradius and this is that Gradius had to be done in one credit. You couldn't continue even if you wanted to. With the original Gradius. Come here, Percy, man. Let me make sure that he has some food, some fresh food. Give me 1 sec. Gradius seemed way less RNG. It was way less RNG. There was so much more rigidity in where the enemies spawned and how they moved. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, you always knew the way an enemy was going to move. Like the little hopper dudes that hopped around the bottom of the screen. These enemies just kind of have a mind of their own. And seemingly just, it's kind of fun. You know, it's like a fun, difficult, very smart, I guess, especially for the time. Almost like Pac-Man-esque. Where like it feels like each of the ghosts have their own personalities. All of the enemies in this, how they play against where you move and how you move is really cool, but functionally, it makes for an incredibly difficult trying to stay on top of everything in the match. What's up, Starmie? I didn't see any of the cards that people have been pulling, by the way. Wow, that's a rare pull. You have been on Pokemon time. Shit. You only lose power-ups on continue. No, so here's how it works. You lose 1 set of power-ups on death. Let me reset here so that I can show you what I mean. You lose 1 set. And so actually they persist through continues. So it's like everything is a binary. So you have walk faster, you have 2 different speeds. If you have 5 boots, you're not faster than if you have 1 boot. 1 set of boots is walk faster, 1 rifle is shoot farther, 1 set of bullets is shoot faster. But what happens is every time you die, you lose 1 set. And so staying on top of it is, you know, collecting as many power-ups as you can so that when you get to like the really tough choke points, you have like a set of reserves in place so that, okay, I can die like 2 times and still have a fully kitted out character. Cool. It's really, I mean, the whole design of this game is awesome. It's just, it comes from this era of arcade design that is so difficult. Like there was no point of them that was considering that people would be like 1 credit clearing this if they were clearing it at all, you know? Okay. God damn it! The horse is like allergic to barrels. So if you touch the barrel on the horse, it counts as an instance of damage. Come on, stand up. Stand up. Thank you. I wonder how much money arcade games made versus selling it one time as a port. Yeah, I mean, we'll get to the port. We're going to check out the NES port tonight because it's fascinating. I think everybody here is going to think it's incredibly cool. It's really like a whole re-envisioning of the game with the same general structure. One thing I did learn about arcade, and I think we probably talked about this during Double Dragon as well, arcade owners at the time, right? So if you went to the pizza parlor or you went to your local diner or the laundromat and you were playing Gun.Smoke in the arcades, 95% chance the owner of that establishment did not own that arcade machine. Similarly to like vending machines in a laundromat. That's not owned by the laundromat. That's not like additional pocket change for the laundromat for a rainy day. Basically, they rent out square footage space inside the establishment. So an arcade owner will say, you know, I'll give you $150 a month if you let me put this Gun.Smoke cabinet in your laundromat. And the laundromat owner goes, yeah, sure, fine. And then they keep it there, they keep it serviced, and old arcade like operators would have routes that they would go on. So I'll show you a really funny picture that I saved from Capcom, actually. It was a Capcom 1986. but they don't keep the quarters. The arcade operator would keep the quarters. So what they would do is they would go on this route. They would drive around to the laundromat, the pizza parlor, the diner, the whatever, and they would service all the machines, make sure that they were running well, make sure they were looking good, collect all the quarters out of them, and then move to the next location. And so your town would have a traveling arcade man, which is, I think, I had never really thought of it that way. I had always thought, like, oh, okay, the laundromat just has the arcade machine, but, like, they got their hands full with laundry, bro. They're not gonna do all the arcades, too, and it makes sense, right? They're getting, like, a lump sum from some arcade man. And then the arcade man comes through and has this investment that obviously, you know, you would hope he's recouping more than whatever his initial investment is. All right. Right. 2 arcade machines that do different things. And so that's where you, like, I'll show you, there's like Playmeter magazine that I looked up a lot during Double Dragon and Gun.Smoke's research. And when you talk about, like, these arcade manufacturer conventions, it was basically like the company that did the distribution for Gun.Smoke, for example, was not Capcom in the United States. It was some company called Romstar. And they were just a company that handled the distribution similar to a video game publisher. But at the time, if you were buying Gun.Smoke from Romstar, you didn't necessarily buy the whole arcade board in one go. It might have been a situation where you... Hang on. This is such a horrible place, dude. Well, that's okay. We're gonna be at the boss in a second. Hang on, I gotta focus up. Basically, you would retrofit your old failing machines and be like, okay, well, my Double Dragon isn't really getting much love anymore, but here's this Street Fighter 2 that everybody's talking about. I'm gonna put the Street Fighter 2, you know, so you would buy the stickers, you would buy all the shit that would go on the actual cabinet. And you would just reset and retrofit and kind of like breathe fresh air into your own old cabinets, because Gun.Smoke's too hard, it's not making any money anymore. People have realized how bullshit it is. God damn it! Dude. Okay, so here's an example. We did get the high score, though. This is a choke point that we've been at many, 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 many times. Okay. Put another credit in. I have 3 boots and 1 gun. If I die, I will have 2 boots and no guns unless I pick them up right here. And I did. Okay, so now we're kind of breaking even. If I die, we're back to where we were before. We won't be able to get ahead until we beat this boss, but at least for the moment, we're breaking even, which is good. Fuck. you get those enemies that come in from the sides, and they just kind of like hang out at your flanks. And so you can't actually shoot far enough to the left or right to kill them. And I think Shmup Junkie in that video described them as like flies just buzzing around your head. Because you can't kill them, you just need them to go away. And that's what it feels like. It's like a perfect descriptor. Like that guy. That guy is now... There we go. No! God damn it! Oh! Because all it takes is one bullet. To kill that ninja, it takes 400,000 bullets. Ugh. Man, oh man. All right. I want to at least get as far as we got in the last stream before we pivot over to the NES version, just to make sure it wasn't a complete fluke. This is a really hard boss, obviously. Oh, Gun.Smoke. So, like, I can't kill that guy right now. I can't kill that guy. That guy that was on that bridge on the left, there's nothing I can do about him. Once he gets out of that, like, range where I can't shoot to the left or right, it's over. At least I'm... Never a fair fight, man. Alright. And you can see that my upgrades are dwindling. So now I only have one boot. If I lose this boot, you haven't seen real pain until you've seen the way that this level looks when you're walking slow. Oh. So when he's doing his flips and stuff, he's completely invincible. So you can only deal damage to him when he's standing still. Just to kind of, I'm giving everybody the full picture of what it takes to advance past this. You can only hurt the ninja when he's standing still. So you have like a 1.5-second window to get like probably like maybe 3 instances of damage on him. Like 3 of the bullets have to connect, 3 or 4. Otherwise, he moves. And I don't know if it resets when he moves or if it's fully cumulative. That I don't know. I didn't grab the fucking gun. So now I have short bullets. So on top of everything else, when he's in motion, I can't hit him. So when he's jumping from side to side, I can't hit him. They go right over him. They go right around him. So you really only have like a very, very limited window of time in which you can deal damage. The good news is I know where the upgrades are. So to a certain extent, getting there is fine, which wasn't the case in the previous streams. So we have that going for us, if nothing else. Hard, guys. It's really hard. Anybody want to tell me something fun that they did over the weekend? Anybody want to get my mind off of the difficulty and like put it onto something else? Minky Moo's in Boston this week, so I'm home alone. That's why Percy was sitting right here begging for food. I'm going to a baseball game on Wednesday with my dad and my stepmom. I did not see Weapons or Eddington. I actually have tickets for Eddington for tomorrow. Might go see it tomorrow. Had a small birthday party? Oh, that's sweet. I finished what little story there is to do in Grounded 2. That's cool. How are you liking it up against the first one? Does it feel like a progression? Does it feel like this could have been a DLC? Does it feel... I still haven't seen Weapons. I know nothing about it. People say it's like our Barbarian, and I never saw Barbarian. I saw Barbarian. I just like horror. I don't care like what it's about. It genuinely does not matter to me at all. I liked Barbarian. But I'm not like... It's not like Eddington, where I really loved Beau is Afraid and Hereditary and go like, I am going to see whatever Ari Aster makes next. You know, that's me. That's Eddington. Like if it was anybody else, I wouldn't care about Eddington that much, but I just like Ari Aster. Weapons isn't that for me. Weapons is just, you know. Oh yeah, you had said that it was Blaze themed, and I didn't know what Blaze was. I'm not up on children's TV. Weapons is literally just like, I love a good horror movie. One thing that's very exciting about Weapons and Zach Kreger, who who directed it, wrote and directed it, he is tapped. He is completely locked in. He is making the next Resident Evil film. And every interview that he has had where people have asked about Resident Evil, he is saying all the right things. Like, he's like, dude, I am just excited to play tricks with the camera. He was like, Resident Evil, I'm a huge fan of the games. It's not some big heady thing. It is a game about atmosphere and atmospheric tension of knowing I have to get from point A to point B. I have 6 bullets left. And I'm going darker and darker and darker and deeper into this space that is haunting and threatening, and I am scared. But when you boil it all down, it's a pretty I don't want to say reasonable, but pretty simple story. Like, it's immediately accessible. And he even said in the interview, he's like, I haven't seen any of the, Jovovich ones, but it doesn't seem like they're doing that. It seems like there's a lot going on. And he's like, I'm going to tell you, my movie's not going to have a lot going on. He's like, I'm not going to make Leon's story. I need everybody to understand Leon already has his story, play the games. But what I do care about is the idea of survival horror as a brain space and making a film that is occupying that same emotional cue that playing a good survival horror elicits. Something that evokes the same feeling of... I think that's really exciting. Again, who knows? Maybe I'll see Weapons and I'll be like, okay, yeah, Kreger, I'll see whatever he does now. But I liked Barbarian. It was good. Make no mistake. I mean, it was a really good movie. It wasn't like... I wasn't screaming about it on the streets or anything. Got him. Oh, let's go. See, I just needed to talk about something else. Blaze and the Monster Machines apparently came out like 10 years ago, but the kiddo loves it. It's pretty much all he watches. Blaze is a red truck that can turn into any automobile type he needs to for the stuff they try to do. Nice. Love it. Some things are a weird change, like there is a dodge now. And you're playing Grounded primarily in first person, right, Nancy? You're not a third person Grounded player, are you? No judgment, but I'm just trying to think like it's effectively a first person dodge button, which is interesting. I'm thinking like Ghost Runner had a third person dash dodge button. What other first person games have a really not a sprint, but a true dodge button? I don't know why I'm blanking, but I'm blanking. So is Blaze, is it... Obviously, I mean, it might be, but I'm assuming it is not Cars adjacent. At least in structure. Is it more like a Thomas the Tank Engine sort of vibe? As far as the talking car with a face universe? It kinda is. First person, Dying Light. Dude, I want to play Dying Light. I want to play Dying Light really bad. But, I have the nasty games as history brainworms to be like, gotta play Dead Island first. I do it for you guys. Okay. Boss number 4. Nowhere near as tough to get to this guy. But I don't have gun distance right now, which is tough. Whoop. Holy fuck. Okay. first persons more don't get hit. Right. Especially in like something like Grounded, which is more environmental than anything else. It's an interesting move. I'd be curious to... I want to play it. Okay, there's bullet distance. Okay, here we go. Man, that is a great sound and boss type for 1985. Really, really, really good. I'm perfect block pilled, so I don't dodge. Nice. Alright, getting to this stage is nowhere near as bad. Posted a pic of Blaze and AJ in the Discord. Blaze has a driver who's a child named AJ. Okay, so let me just fill in the extent of like the Venn diagram. You have Bob the Builder who hops into cars and tools that have faces. You have Thomas the Tank Engine. Bro, you rigged the script. I did not. I didn't, I promise. How could I? I can show you on the back end how it all works. It's your name. Oh no, the person with the Pokemon name's mad that they got Pokemon cards. Make it make sense. You're lucky they're not being scalped like all the rest of the Pokemon cards. You know how many kids would kill for 5 Pokemon cards right now? It's crazy out there. You see, Japan's doing away with them. Japan's done. Japan's like, hey, we put Pokemon cards in Happy Meals, but we're not doing it anymore. We actually changed our mind. There will no longer be Pokemon cards inside Happy Meals. Too many people are buying Happy Meals, pulling the cards, and then leaving the food on the street. There are like pictures of bags upon bags upon bags of perfectly good McDonald's food that is just like thrown away because all people care about are the cards inside the pack. I'm so glad the Cat Packs cards are well received and people are having fun with them. They were so much fun to make and so much fun to theorize and work on. And it's something that's like infinitely scalable, you know? Because we can make cards based off of every wanted poster in this game. We can make cards... Oh, that's one thing that I wanted to say. So if you were here at the top of the stream, I just did some stupid shit because of how I am. And the game that we're playing right now is actually not part of Season 1. It is actually Game 10 of Season 0, okay? The first 5 games of Season 1, how we had it before, are not Season 1 anymore. So Let's Catch, Marathon, Double Dragon, Hollow Knight, Gun.Smoke, okay? Those are not Season 1 anymore. So, this is effectively Season 0.5, exactly. I was dialing everything in, we're learning, we're putting the... Again, it doesn't matter. It's literally just so that I feel comfortable categorizing because of the way my brain works. However, what it does mean is cards for Hollow Knight and Gun.Smoke and Double Dragon and Let's Catch will be coming sooner rather than later. So, in the Discord, if you are the type that wants to make some fan art, some community art, I am very enthusiastically accepting submissions for Caprolog community art to make it onto a Cat Packs card. So if you want to make a grub from Hollow Knight, now's your time. If you want to, draw a artistic representation of how it feels to play this game, now's your time. Could we still get some roll credits? Oh, totally. Totally. That is part and parcel for the whole thing. That might be to make a representation of how this game makes you feel? You might be right. Just black and red scribbles. We're getting better, Tracker. We're getting better. But, should be noted, we are on stage 4 of 10. For anybody keeping track at home. We're not even halfway done. This is a long game. I'm excited for your Pokemon card. Oh! The curse is broken! I can't believe they even bothered to make more than 5. It's crazy. Who is getting here? Because, you have to think about it. I mean, and, maybe not. I don't really know anything about arcade culture at the time. I would assume a game like this, in the grand scheme of things, up against Pac-Man, would probably be more prevalent in a bar atmosphere. At least I would imagine, given the guns and Wild West and just the feelings of it feel very I don't know. I guess you have cops and robbers and kids playing Wild West and shit. It existed. Oh, yeah. The snapshots are still around. They'll always be around. So basically what I'm trying to say is it's not impossible to imagine that people would be a little tipsy playing this, if not drunk, at the bar, at some dive bar that has a Gun.Smoke arcade machine, right? Hollow Knight, Gun.Smoke, the Season 0 list is in the About tab, but Double Dragon, Hollow Knight, Let's Catch, Marathon 1, Gun.Smoke. Not Tap. Tap is technically in the next season. Again, it's just stupid, just don't worry about it too much, rules just for exclusively me. I'm trying my damnedest, guys. Give me your card cap for screeching like a burning 4 in his rage at Gun.Smoke. Hey, can you at least spell that right? That is Gun.Smoke. It's pronounced Gun.Smoke. I don't want anybody coming after me from the legal team of the television show. I don't have that anymore. What's up, Zan? I can bring it back, but I shifted everything off of Nightbot. It's just because it was on Nightbot, and I shifted everything off of Nightbot. So I would have to remake it. I can do it. If it means a lot. Yeah, it is pronounced skate. What's up, Zan? This is Gun.Smoke. This is like not even a question the hardest game that I've played on this channel. And you were around for the Gradius days. You saw that full playthrough. Gradius was chill compared to this. I'm wondering if Percy is meowing. I thought I could hear him. God damn it. Love a vertical scroller? I don't know if you'll love this one. I don't know. Internet says this game has 4 dip switch settings. Is this normal? Good question. Yes. Normal, very difficult, difficult, and easy. You want to go to easy and see what happens? Thank you for looking. What could very difficult mean? Oh God. Why can't you guys be like, oh, what could easy mean? Oh, I wonder if easy makes things more interesting. Oh, I value your sanity. Where would easy put us? No, no, no. Everybody's immediately wants to see it be more grueling. I see how it is. Fuck you. What's throwing you off is that every bullet has a cast shadow? Dude. I'm not being dismissive. I'm saying what happens with this game is that one thing throws you off and then you go like, okay, yeah, that's a little weird, but I can get used to it. And then the next thing you realize and you go like, oh my God, that's really hard. Okay, I can get used to that. And then you get used to that and then it's something else makes you go like, oh my God, yeah, that's really hard. But I can get used to that. And then it just cascades indefinitely. Like the fact that those gray gunmen can get behind you and like to walk behind you immediately. So the first thing they do is just beeline it behind you, like they just flank you. You can't shoot backwards. So I have 3 buttons to shoot. I have shooting left, shooting center, shooting right. And I can like press combinations of them to shoot in different fun directions, which on its face, awesome design. However, these gray enemies, like this guy right now, I can't do anything about it. I literally can't. He's behind me now. He's going to stay behind me. So you have to stay on top of every enemy, make sure that they don't wrap around behind you, because once they do, it's over. And I was watching Shmup Junkie, who is a YouTube channel that I like quite a bit, that I've recommended a couple of times during this playthrough. And he likened it to like flies buzzing around your head. Like, you can't really do anything about a fly buzzing around your head. You can like try and swat at it, but they're just gonna keep buzzing around your head. And so that's what these enemies feel like. They get behind you and you can't do anything about it. You just have to like dodge their shots until they decide to walk off screen. Well, that was really close. But yeah, the bullet shadow is brutal. It's just a hard game. I mean, it's a ton of fun. It's one of those things that, like, in an arcade's atmosphere, right? What the fuck was that plane? What was that plane? Did you see that? Am I hallucinating? Am I in a state of just psychosis? Just Gun.Smoke-induced psychosis? Or was there a very small plane that just flew across the screen? Whew. It's the fact that bosses are completely invincible while they're in that jumping animation, and so you just have to bide time until they stop jumping around. And once they stop jumping around, then you can actually shoot them. And so there are some instances where they just jump around forever. Imagine a version of this where there are two players and one covers the back or the other covers the front. Co-op would be really fun. I think co-op would be like a perfect... Okay, so I read one tip about this level as I was looking stuff up yesterday. God. It's the fact that when these guys land on the ground, they're invincible for a certain number of frames, and they can shoot while they're invincible, but you can't hit them, and so they jump off this building and they hit the ground and they have invincibility frames, so even though the bullets are connecting with them, they still have the ability to get a bullet off first. Need I go on, man? All that to be said, I'm getting very endeared to this game as the hours go on. The more and more I play, it's like I'm getting, like, I don't want to say Stockholm Syndrome because I was having fun from the start, but, like, you kind of, like, you know, people who play Final Fantasy XIV and they've played through the whole game, everybody has this person. Everybody has this person that plays through Final Fantasy XIV, okay? And they get to the end, they're caught up, and they, like, feel like they now have this badge of honor where they can be like, you have to play through all of A Realm Reborn, and it fucking sucks ass. But then you get the good stuff. And it's like, it doesn't really suck ass because you wouldn't have kept playing it. It's just not as engaging as the stuff that comes later. That's how this feels. It feels like I'm at the point where it's like, you have to play the hardest fucking game I've ever played because then it feels really exciting when you get through it. I feel like a Realm Reborn guy. All right. That was actually really nice. Okay. I know we're coming up on the boss because I remember this arrangement. Yo, thank you for the follow. What card you get? Deirdre. Nice. Oh, shit. Okay, I remember this. So we're at the next choke point. We're right before the level 5 boss, Pig Joe. You clipped the plane. Spuckles, listen. I got 2 things to say to you. First off, great name. Second off, great first chat message. There it is. It's a dragonfly. What did it do? Look at my score. I'm at 4,000. It's a 10,000 point dragonfly. Huh. I wonder what I did to trigger that. How bizarre. I had 4250, 14,250. Huh. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the stream. All right. Here we go. I just looked it up. Yeah, tell me more. Tell me more. I totally don't mind looking it up and getting the info. Welcome to the stream. I'm Capralog. I'm a first playthrough streamer with a real focus on game appreciation and game history. So we are playing this because, well, 1, because I wanted to play it, but 2, because of... Okay, so hang on. This is what I learned about this stage. Keep the window gunman alive as much as you can, because there is a sprite limit on screen. And so if you can manipulate the gunman in the window and just stay alive, you don't have to deal with as many enemies on the ground. But dealing with that's, struggle in its own right. We're going to be playing Red Dead Revolver here in the future. I'm really looking forward to Red Dead Revolver. I've actually got a boxed Xbox copy right here. And as we'll talk about when Red Dead Revolver kicks off, if you didn't know, it started as a Capcom project developed by Angel Studios, who worked on the Resident Evil 2 Nintendo 64 port. And it was Capcom and this studio, Angel Studios, who were making a spiritual successor to Gun.Smoke called Red Dead Revolver. And then Angel Studios was also making Midnight Club and Smuggler's Run for Rockstar at the time. And Rockstar reached a point where they were like, we want to buy you as a studio and own you. And Angel Studios had kind of had this Red Dead Revolver project in development hell for a while because Capcom couldn't quite crack it. And they were like, well, we got this Red Dead Revolver here. I don't know what Capcom's going to want to do with it. And so Rockstar reached out to Capcom and was like, hey, can we buy the rights for this Red Dead Revolver off of you? And Capcom were like, oh shit, that game? I completely forgot that existed. Yeah, no problem. You can have Red Dead Revolver, but in exchange, can we publish Grand Theft Auto in Japan? And so they had a agreement to... Rockstar acquired Angel Studios. Rockstar took over Red Dead Revolver, which was this like development hell project at Capcom that never really went anywhere, that was supposed to be like a spiritual successor to this. And then Capcom published, I think, Grand Theft Auto all the way up through 5. I doubt they're doing 6. I would assume that Rockstar or 2K is going to be publishing or whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Capcom is still going to publish GTA 6. But anyway, long story short, very, very fascinating little like tidbit of history. And so I said, before we play Red Dead Revolver, I want to play this. And so we're ripping through the arcade version. And by ripping through, I mean it's ripping through me. And at a certain point, I think I'm going to give up and we're going to pivot to the NES version, which people have very fond memories of, which I've played like 5 seconds of, but not very much at all. But anyway, that's my long form way of saying welcome in. This is what this stream is all about. Thank you so much for clipping that dragonfly. It means the world to me. I thought I lost my mind because you saw it in the video. It was there for like 0.5 seconds. Hang on. Look at how long it's on screen. Is that like in an arcade's atmosphere, right? What the fuck was that plane? In an arcade's atmosphere, right? What the fuck was that plane? I love this stream. Oh, I love playing games with you guys. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. It really is. Alright, so now I don't have boots, which is the worst thing in the world. I missed this? Dude, doesn't it I feel the same way, Axel. Sometimes I take some time away and I go like, you know, I don't really, I don't, do I want to stream ever again? Or do I just like Irish goodbye the idea of Twitch and just never stream again? And then I just go like, whatever. I feel obligated. And I hop on stream and it's like, oh no, yeah, it's really fun to play some video games and smile. And it happens this way every time. And you know, not every stream is the best stream I've ever had, and some are way better than others, but by and large, it's a good time. It's a good time being here. Ooh. So this is terrifying. Have I even done like one instance of damage to him? Not every stream is the best ever. Sometimes you're playing Gun.Smoke. What's up, Sandy? The true essence of gaming is the highs and lows. Yeah. Sometimes you go like, you know what? I don't think I ever want to play a game again.
Video game.
But then you hear Jeff's voice echoing in your brain and you go like, you know what? No. There's a reason I live this shit. Thank you, Mr. Keeley. And then you snap out of it and you're in level 5 of Gun.Smoke and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? This shit sucks. You know, why didn't they make the boss battles like a quick draw duel? I bet that's what they were saying at Capcom when they were like, let's bring this back for the PlayStation 2. You know, one thing that I thought of in 1985? Why didn't we make the bosses like a quick draw duel? And everybody else was like, oh, that's a good idea. If there's one quick draw duel boss in Red Dead Revolver, you've cracked the code, bro. That's why. We really liked Gun.Smoke. We were very proud of it, but there was one thing that just kind of never sat right. Why didn't we make the bosses like a quick draw duel? They bring back Gun.Smoke but make it survival horror? Red Dead Revolver was Gun.Smoke. We're gonna have a whole presentation on it coming soon. Oh. Oh. I'm so scared. I gotta hit a damage on him. I gotta hit. That was my first time dealing damage to him, guys. I think maybe I dealt some damage to him before, but it sure hasn't felt like it. No. Okay, dude. That's the strat, though. You keep all those window guys alive, you stay on the right side of the screen, you just kind of stay mindful of the gray regular gunman, and then the sprite limit is being met, and so you can't get too overwhelmed. You're just kind of like, you know, mildly overwhelmed. We're cherishing the small steps over here. You know how cool it's going to be to see stage 6? I think it's in space. God damn it. Stage 6 is aboard the marathon. Dude, what if they made a Gun.Smoke, but it was in space and you were in a spaceship? Dude. Dude. What if Gun.Smoke, but you were in a spaceship? Dude. And instead of like the guys with guns, it was like other like spaceships. Holy shit. Dude, this is crazy. Think about it. What if it was sideways? Oh my god, man. Being sideways might be too much. That's a scary, scary thought. Dude. Imagine. Okay. Here we go. Yep. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Dude, this is so hard. No. Not like this. Where are you guys coming from? Oh, I killed one of the guys in the windows. Damn it. Okay, that works though. That's it. That's it. I took out one of the window guys and I opened the floodgates. That's the strat. That's the strat. No, 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 no. Don't worry. Don't know. Yes. The acquisition of knowledge. The small steps. Yep, thank you, Nancy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's only a matter of time now. It's only a matter of time. Oh, God. There's nothing I can do about that. I think you can step on the dynamite before it goes off, and it makes a sound like... And then you can, like, turn off the fuse. You can snuff the fuse. You know, I had a pupusa for the first time yesterday. It's a Salvadoran cuisine. It's fucking awesome. If anybody's ever had one, Pupusa. I went to a pupuseria. There are quite a few in the city of Chicago, and it was awesome. It's like, I guess the closest likeness is like a quesadilla, but it's a different cheese and it's a different sort of corn or flour tortilla situation. And it has like a light, I forget what they call it, but it's like a cabbage, like a very lightly pickled cabbage. And you put that on top of the cheese and the tortilla or whatever, and usually there's fillings, whether it's shrimp or chicken or whatever. So anyway, I had it for the first time yesterday, and oh my God. That shit was so good. I can't recommend it enough. If there's any place in your life where you can get a pupusa, oh God, he was a little jumping bean that time. He wasn't staying still. How many credits? How many credits? I pressed the button so many times. I'm still reeling over, like, what if this game was in a spaceship? We have a Pupusa Festival here in July and I missed it? Oh my gosh,
what
so
the hell
good.
did I do to deserve this?
That's the Gun.Smoke cabinet after I had put in 40 credits at once. They're awesome, and like they're really cheap and quick to make, and so it makes sense that there's a festival because people can just fucking whip them up like crazy. Highly, highly recommend finding a place that makes them locally. I had a Salvadoran soda called Cola Champagne, Shanpan. That was like, frankly, it was like a bubblegum cream soda is the best way I can describe it. It was really tasty. It's like a gold hue soda. Hang on. Oh, shit. Yeah, look it up. It's like this gold soda. Dude, we're gonna beat this level, and it's gonna be so cool. Don't kill any of the guys in the windows. We know better. We know better. Keep those fuckers alive. Oh! Okay. So the problem with this strat is that you're kind of just like praying because he shoots those red beams out so fast. He's like a spaceship. Oh, okay, so one small step for Gun, one giant leap for Gun.Smoke. Dude, what if Neversoft made a sequel to Gun and it was called Smoke? Like when people thought that there was gonna be a sequel to Damn called Nation, the Kendrick album, and it was gonna be Damn Dot and then Dot Nation. That's what it was. It's gonna be Gun. It's like there's no way this is the only game. They're definitely gonna come out with .Smoke. Tony Hawk style runs, but you're in a room puffing a cigar. Yeah, isn't it crazy that Neversoft made that game Gun? Have you ever heard the story of that game Gun? It got like there was a whole protest from the tribes represented in the game that were like, this game's insensitive as fuck. It's like the opposite of Prey. Or, yeah, the opposite of Prey, because Prey was, like, really cool about the Cherokee Nation and getting them involved and had Cherokee representation in the voice acting and stuff, whereas Gun comes out and the, like, local tribes that are represented were like, please don't buy this game. This is horrible. So, suffice to say, I probably will not be playing Gun on the channel. It does make for an interesting historical piece. Oddly, I think the native stuff might be less racist than the rest of the stuff in that game. Is that real? Yeah, that's all I know about it. Like, really, all I know about Gun is that it, it's made by Neversoft. And I don't know, I know that, like, at a certain point, Native American was, like, the way to go when talking about the Native American peoples. I feel like I may have read somewhere that at some point that shifted. And I forget what the term is now. And so, obviously, everybody knows that I'm coming at this from, like, a good place. But I've just been saying, like, the tribes represented. Because I don't know what the phraseology is now. I feel like I read at some point where, like, Native American was, like, met with, like, eye rolls. Indigenous peoples? That sounds right. Indigenous? I forget there's something about it. Again, feel free to look it up. I'm in the middle of this. But it could be something that you know, maybe I just like took too much stock in and it was one person who was like, actually stop saying that, you know, like some YouTube comment somewhere, and I just kind of took it as gospel, somebody online. But I feel like I read at one point or another that the idea of like Native American as the descriptor is not the vibe anymore. I don't know where that came from. I don't know why I learned that. Yeah, I very well could have gotten one guide, for sure. And I want to be very clear about that. But I would love to know. So I'm trying to... The fun part about streaming sometimes is that you can outsource your research. I can see that because it implies that this is America when it was another name before that. Sure. I understand that. All right. No, why did I walk into it? Imagine this game with like a healthy, hefty dose of slowdown. Damn you for being just so technically sound. Why in the world is this game not slowing to a crawl when there are 500 bullets on screen? It really depends on who you're talking to. Some people used First Peoples. Some people use Indigenous. Some people still even use Indian. I've heard that's what I had heard. Although I don't think that's like wide. I think the ultimate thing that sucks is that Native Americans get lumped into a monoculture when it's a massive plurality of nations. My friend who are Native often don't give a shit for the aforementioned reason and just go with Native American. That makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, America's fucking huge, and it's like saying, you know, India, China, Mongolia, Japan, it's just like Asian. Alright. Thank you. But yeah, the bottom line is that at some point I read mixed preferences. Okay. Ultimately, no matter what preference, no matter what, suffice to say that the video game Gun was representing poorly. Doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter your country of origin, doesn't matter what region you started at, what region you landed on. We are disrespecting you. That is the Gun promise. Hang on. My Twitch chat's all fucked up because I scrolled up. So I saw the message, but it didn't actually scroll down to show it. Okay. Do you see how annoying it is that he just jumps around and I can't actually get a hit on him while he's in mid-jump? Come from a line of two different tribes and I've always used Native American. Got it. But I'm whitewashed, so fair. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. All I know is that Gun, I can even, you know, look up what culture it was that was like, please don't. They like tried to get it pulled, I think. They tried to get it pulled from sale. It really feels like just one of these fights I'm gonna get lucky, and this is the best way we're gonna do it. You know? Dude. That was the fight. We were gonna get lucky. Let's go. Stage 6. Stage 6. I said it. I said it. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, well. Here's our time. It's Wolf Chief Shotgun. 80,000. The jump from 20,000 to... Oh, well, welcome to this level. So what was I talking about? All right, here we go. Whew. The bow and arrow is actually really sick, though.
My pleasure.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, I'm so stoked, though. We made it. I don't know what the fuck just... Oh, I got all of my upgrades got taken away. What the hell just happened? Yeah, I know. After everything we were talking about to pull up to this stage. Yeah, it looks like we're at the point where there are bad things in barrels now. Because all of my upgrades were gone. Dude, this stage is actually really sick, though. I can't even front. This is really cool. I mean, sick like depraved. Oh, horse time. Okay. That was it. Okay, don't pick that guy out. Oh, I just did it again. Okay. Is this it? No. What is going on? He just pulled up to talk some shit and then he disappeared again? What just happened? Yeah, mid-boss? That's what it seemed like. No! Okay. Okay. I see. So yeah, it literally is like a mid-boss situation. It's kind of wild. That's so tough. So this is the next choke point. I have to get pretty far past that in order to keep the stage going. Holy fuck. Okay. Whew. Please tell me I got through. Okay, good. Ouch. Oh, man. Let's go. Let's go. Can I get a scale of 1 to 10 from everybody in chat right now? I need to either be encouraged or talked down. Scale of 1 to 10. How naive is it of me to think that at this point I kind of know the game's tricks and it's going to be hard, but I can do it. Can I get a naivety check? Really difficult to say when I'm not playing it. I think you can do it. It won't be easy. Yeah, just need a 1 to 10. Oh, Percy wants to get in there. 1 sec. Go ahead. 6. Rash smile out of 10. I'm gonna go with 6 as well. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Remember where you were when you gave that number. Like what? You threatening me? Just don't ever forget where you were when you said 6, okay? Don't try to double back on that shit later, alright? Sitting at my desk trying to get through FF12, that's a pretty negative connotation. Not a big Yasumi Matsuno guy? Trying to get through it makes it sound like it's a chore. You good? Which one's 1 and which one's 10? 10 would be extremely naive. Because, like, I'm having a hard time, but, like... Sorry, I amend my answer to 4? Interesting. I thought 6 was better for you. Okay. I understand the confusion. Anybody else want to amend their scores? Any other brown nosers? Any other brown nosers with a second chance at support? All right. Just for the brown nose comment, I'm staying at 6. Let's go. That's so real. Because you guys don't even know that, like, my wrist is starting to hurt. We're gonna start to get those complaints. Nope. Gonna go with a 587. All right. All right, that was the last little bit of this. What a shame. Axel's going with 10? That's fucked up. Hey, Axel, doesn't the kiddo need something? I think I hear him calling you. I'm joking, Axel. Don't go. How much of a gamer I am? No, the rating is how naive is it of me to think that at this point I know all of the game's tricks. And so it's going to be hard, but I can totally do it in a way that 2 days ago I would have been like, I don't know if I can do this. I mean, we were just introduced to the skulls that take away your points, so that's new. Fuck. For reference, I'm 41 hours in, my character's being an average level of 37. Hey dude, listen. I played Xenogears, so there's nothing you can say to hurt me anymore. Just 41 hours? Just 41? Oh, man. I remember my first JRPG. Now Axel's gonna be like, hang on, I've played through all the Personas. In my defense, the word persona incoming. Fuck. Fuck. 100 into 10, 10, 2, 100 into 7 Rebirth, and played Persona 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, are you playing the original? That's a good question. Are you playing the original or are you playing that Revenant deal? And are you playing the DS sequel? Because I hope the answer is yes. In fact, I'll be pissed if you aren't. I think that is a necessary detour in your journey. I think you gotta play the DS spin-off sequel. I don't remember if the DS spin-off sequel was called Revenant Wings or if the remake is called Revenant Wings. I would love a number crunch on that. Okay, we're at the point where we're just quarter feeding. I wasn't planning on it. The only detour I'm planning to take is Stranger of Paradise. Stranger of Paradise fucking rips. But you gotta dip into some of the freak shit, right? You gotta play the Final Fantasy IV the after years. You didn't play 10-2? Did you play 10-2? You did play 10-2. Alright, then there you go. You can play. Jeez, this stage is long as hell. I will also play all 3 13 games. Okay, then you owe it to yourself. You have to play the DS12. Now you have to play Persona 3 Portable. You gotta play Persona Dancing All Night. I actually don't know, so I can't confidently say this. I'm kind of being a bit of a poser. I don't know the structure of that DS Final Fantasy 12. I don't know what the deal is. Is it a sequel? I am not putting myself through OG3, but I like controlling my party members. Typical male manipulator. It is indeed a sequel that's a tower defense game. Yeah, you have to play it. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Have you ever thought of maybe letting the people control themselves? You're fucking on one tonight? Dude, it's Gun.Smoke, man. What am I supposed to do about it? This time it's you guys that aren't ready for the smoke. I ain't having my party use useless status moves. But what if they wanted to? They were just testing to see if it worked. They were curious. It's a role-playing game, not a shift supervisor game. Curiosity is what killed the run? You'd never understand. Axel's back. Gab's pulling the smoke out. Yeah, I got if nobody's got me, I know Axel got me, and so I can say whatever the fuck I want. Uh-oh, Bailey just walked in the room. That's how you know things are bad. I gotta go check on him. You guys want to see Bailey? Come here, Belle. Where the hell did you go? Come here, Bailey. Come here, Bale. Bailey, come here. Come here, Bailey. No, she doesn't want to. Oh. This kind of sounds like Donkey Kong Country. It's got a little boom 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 boom. Would you rather have 1 ball or 3 balls? 1? Would you rather never have to pee again or never have to poop again? I feel like that's probably as close to 100% as you can get, right? Never having to poop again. It sounds so nice. Because you would think like, oh, but you have to pee so often and blah, blah, blah. But no, it's like, no, dude. I poop too much thanks to Crohn's. Would you rather have $1 or $2? $1. Because then I would invest it into futures, and pretty soon I would have $3. See, dinner with Jay-Z is wasted on people that don't give a fuck about Jay-Z, though. I know I have a friend that would give up $1 million for a dinner with Jay-Z. You know, everybody has, like people that have influenced the trajectory of their lives where it's, like, you know, an opportunity to, like, have a conversation. You know, even though it's some, like, don't meet your heroes shit. I understand that the idea is like, you can talk to Jay-Z about investment opportunities and maybe he'll give you a Picasso painting just because he likes your vibes. Maybe he'll give you a Basquiat because he likes your vibes. And he'll give you 2 Rockefeller chains. Okay, we got to get through this section. This stage is just so fucking long. Okay, I got to do one more. I just got reminded that Bailey walked in this room. I'd have dinner with Neil deGrasse Tyson and troll him with flat Earth talk. The thing about that is like, it wouldn't be trolling him. That would be like, he'd be like a pig in a mud pit, man. It's like heaven for him. He's like, well, actually personified. He would never be like he wouldn't fall for the rage bait. It would be like training weights. He'd be super into it. Right? Like, it wouldn't actually piss him off, you know? You've seen him get tilted before? Okay, maybe I don't know enough about Neil. Fuck. Let me go make sure they have food. Alright, they're good. Bailey's just looking out the window. I did some stretches. Good luck. Good luck. Okay. No! Dude, that's really hard. You have to make sure the two in the back get taken care of. Lots of Deirdre today. I haven't been really seeing them because I've been so focused on this. I've only seen like a couple. And I didn't focus hard enough because I didn't grab any of the upgrades there. Need to do that. Okay. No, dude, it's so hard. They just keep on coming. I just need to get to the next checkpoint. All right, here we go. What the hell? Oh! I thought that would be it. It wasn't it. Wow, okay. I'm starting to get that pain in my side. That's why I'm stretching so much. Shit, I don't have long bullets. I wonder if there's a horse in one of these. I haven't even checked. The blue jean guy bullets have weirder shadows than the rest, really? No, man. And there's a boss at the end of this stage. Well, I guess I don't know if there is. I would just assume because of the poster. You know what's crazy? The point value for beating this stage is 80,000, and the stage before this was 20,000. So this is like, the game knows that this is an absurd jump up, which I actually kind of respect a little bit. Oh! starting to get squirmy because I'm starting to get that fucking pain in my side. It's so annoying. I may need to take like a 10-minute break. I'll keep the game paused. I'm gonna give it a couple more goes and then I'm gonna take a break. The pain in your side is Gun.Smoke. No, I get like a... I don't know if you've been around long enough. The people that have really been here know. I have like a indescribable muscle pain that flares up. Like, I think it's my lats. It like starts here and it goes all the way down to like my ribs. And it flares up and it's just my whole arm just feels like it's fucking on fire. And sometimes it goes away with like simple stretching. But you're right. But yeah, it has stopped me. Like I've had to cut streams before. I don't know what the deal is. I've gone to a doctor and she's like, yeah, just do your stretches, you know? Like nobody really wants to figure it out because it's like a deeper pain than just feeling like a little like stretch. Fuck. But I don't want to stop. I want to keep going. So arms on the steering wheel, arms on the controller. That's why so just for context, I set up this stream like I tried to make it more ergonomic. Whoa, look at all the dragonflies. Like the way that the thing is set on with the camera right now is like in a really nice position. Yeah. Yeah, let me take a break. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna stand up, do some arm pinwheels or whatever, and then grab a bite to eat and come back. So see you in just a sec.